everyone. Hello and welcome to Lessons in Miracles. And we're live on this channel to talk about A Course in Miracles. And we've been studying these lessons since the beginning of the year. So thank you for joining in with us tonight. I'm Teri Angel. My co-host is Karen Palmer. So happy you're here. And our beautiful family, Christine Elizabeth and Sunny. Charlie Coons, who's with us, but not on the camera. And we have our Auntie Jean Lorio.
Hello, everyone.
So everybody that's finding us, thank you for coming in. Let us know you're here by just typing in the message, just a hello will do. Or if you want to add to the conversation that we will have about the lesson, we'd love to have that happen. If you'd love to be with us here in one of these windows, we can certainly make that happen. If you go to the group Chanting, is it Chanting for Change? I think is the name of our group. I have so many groups right now. I'm like trying to remember all the names. And anyway, the information is there to join in with us. So let's take a moment before we get into action and just go into our hearts. The breath is the connection. And you'll hear me say many times what I'm doing on any of my shows to take a deep breath in, because that's how we connect. So breathe deeply and slowly into your heart. Just allow that energy to your lungs and then release. And with the next breath that you take in, again, filling up completely, I want you to see a color in that breath. See what comes to you. I'm seeing a lot of pink coming into my lungs. I'm seeing a lot of love, because love is the energy that heals. And there is so much healing taking place in our world right now. It's a world of anxiety, full of fear, full of sadness and grief, full of conflict and contrast. But in this very moment, this holy now moment, when you take that breath, all of the things of the world can fall away. And you can go to the center of your being with just your breath, just focusing in on that, nothing else. And as you fill your lungs completely up, just feel fullness of your spirit. Feel that beautiful connection with who you truly are. Not this human body or this human existence, but your spirit being. And the reason we're gathered here is to uplift that spirit being, for us all to recognize we are part of the oneness. We are so connected with each other. And the Course teaches us how to find our purpose by finding what's real and what's an illusion. So breathe in again, fully into your lungs. See if the color shifted or changed, or is it the same? And then release that energy out. And when you release, let go of anything that might be bothering you, anything that's on your mind, anything that has come up during your day. Maybe there's some pains that are happening, emotional pains, maybe grief or sadness or anger, whatever that lower vibration is. Just say thank you. Thank you for being a part of me, my experience. And now I choose to focus on my higher purpose. I choose to focus on love and on a closer walk with my Creator, a closer walk with Jesus, a closer walk with my fellow beings here on the planet. Honor yourself right now. Give yourself that moment to just say, I love you, and really mean it. I love you. I honor the being that you are. And I'm ready to move forward and progress more knowledge of who I am, more awareness of who I am as a spirit being, and more love and peace in my life and those that I interact with. So just take that moment right now. Make the commitment to yourself. You're not making it to me or anyone that's here gathered. Make it to yourself to be that person that is seeking to know what's real and to live there, not in illusions, not to live the past or project into the future, but to stay present with each moment. And when you do that, the joy comes forward. The love flows through you into the world, and peace ensues in your world. So let's gather back together. That moment to let your energy come back to the room. Sometimes it's difficult when we have been lifted up to come back to the 3D chair you're sitting in, the body that feels the weight of itself. But come back together as we go into this wonderful lesson that we've focused on today. All that I give is given to myself. Thank you to those who are finding us. We have someone from Africa, Ghana, who's following us. Thank you for being here. Elikim, I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you for joining us. And for all who are here right now, I'd just love to hear how you're doing and how this lesson was for you today, what has happened in your world. Just get more in touch with who you are and this beautiful course that's a gift to the world that we've been studying and progressing in together. And I'd like to start if I can. So I got into Colorado late last night, and today has been a busy day because I'm house sitting for a friend. And so I get her and her husband off to where they're going, where they're traveling, which is to New York, Chris. They're coming to your part of the world. And us being here in a strange place that I haven't stayed in before, and just feeling into the energy of this area. And you've heard me talk about these Rockies. The Rockies have my heart. And even as I was driving last night, as soon as I caught a glimpse of them, my heart just did a flip because I love them so much. There's snow on top of them, and I'm glad it's up there and not here where I am. I'm like, all right, you just stay up there. But my friend told me, don't be surprised if you get some snow flurries because they get that here in Boulder in May. But I'm just excited to be in this place that I'm at and excited about the things that are happening in my life and in my world. And when I can stay in that place of excitement, then this lesson, this particular lesson, all that I give is given to myself. And so I'm remembering that with each time I say this lesson, is that whatever I'm giving out, if I'm giving the love that I have for this area, the love that I have for the people that are here in this area they've gone through a lot. This area has been affected for many, many years with fires, and they had a devastating one a couple of years ago. So I love the people that are here, their resiliency. So I'm always trying to focus love into this area and uplift the energy that's here. So let's always remember everything we do, we're giving love, we're getting it back because that's the cycle. It comes right back to us. But then there are moments when I'm tired and things aren't going well. When I checked into the place staying last night and I didn't get my way, I didn't get exactly what I wanted, but I had to remember it's okay. It's all part of the balance. So we're not always up on, sometimes we have to take the lows to go with the highs just to have that balance. So every moment is different. Every moment is an opportunity to learn and grow. What I got from this particular lesson. So I would love some of your comments.
Happy that I am alive every day, and I saw the rainbow when I meditate, and I think of the nice Caribbean island too.
Oh, beautiful, Chris. I saw a rainbow today too. Not in the sky, painting.
Yeah.
Oh, rainbows are promises.
Mhm.
Um, I this was one I had to really think about until I stopped myself and saying I'm thinking too much.
Yeah.
It's like it says you don't try to figure it out so much, just do it. You know, but I this forgiveness, I don't even know how to say it. I have put forgiveness. It's a part of me now. It's a part of me, and I don't have to worry about it because my focus is on love and my focus is on no judgment. And if I have no judgment of anybody, then I don't have to forgive, just like Sharon said. And the same goes for myself. If I stop expecting things for myself, then I don't have to worry about forgiving myself. I just accept myself as I am, accept the love from you all and accept the love from our Father and just be, just be and and try to put that love out to the rest of the world is what I feel is my purpose. And that's pretty much it. So it was a good lesson for me.
Well, I had an opportunity today, so it was an incredible opportunity. And now that I can just see it from the vertical, from the higher perspective, I really get this lesson was a gift all day long.
Mhm.
I had the choice of giving or reflecting or just spending time in sadness. I had the choice, and I chose to give because I know that I needed to replenish before I could give. And so I allowed myself the experience of filling my own cup. So I filled my own cup, and then I went out and volunteered with the puppies and kitties that are still here that are really, really wanting love and are just completely open to receive that love. And so I just know that even though I'm struggling with the truth. I'm struggling with the truth is what I'm struggling with. I'm so comfortable with the illusions and the body and the missing of a physical form that I'm struggling with the truth. And so I find that when I give, I am giving to myself. And when I spend time with these beautiful, beautiful beings, they give and receive, and we give and receive to each other. And especially these older senior kiddies that have pretty much no chance of getting adopted. They are the most beautiful beings. And they light up like a Christmas tree when I walk into the room. And that feels so good, you know? And that's what I think is what it's all about, is you get to choose in every moment whether you're going to be grateful or in grief. Those are the choices, basically. And I'm grateful. And I came in here really not even sure if I could be able to speak. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that all that I give is given to myself. I'm so grateful that giving and receiving are one in truth. And I'm so grateful that I'm starting to just relax into the truth, knowing that my sweet Kaylee spirit, wherever her spirit is, where I don't know if she's in another body yet. I don't know if she's still, experiencing just being free in her being self. I don't know. And that's a struggle for the human self. But for the true self, it's just coming back to the truth.
Mhm.
It's just staying in the truth.
Oh, so beautiful, Karen. So beautiful. And yeah, I feel Kaylee. I think she's still running around in your backyard, is what I think.
I feel that too.
Yeah.
I feel that
Yeah.
too. I feel her spirit
Yeah.
has just been like, it's so free right now. It hasn't decided to go into another puppy body yet. It's
Yeah.
just, it's here. She's here. She's
She is.
always.
Yes, like
Yeah.
couple of my
She's
She's
enjoying the
always here.
freedom.
I remember like couple of my carries when I meet with you and my mom, so then we feel it with me too after we feel it on the chair and sit on the nice lighted patio and sunny to by the couch. So I feel it with me and with GOG too.
Right. Spirit is always there. Always. I want to read
Mhm.
just a little bit from the insights, and then we'll go into our next lesson. So, this helped me a lot. It says, today's lesson is not about form, it's not about giving things, it's about giving love and removing the barriers to love's extension. Sometimes these may be symbolized objects given, but it's in the content of the giving that gives meaning. The gift of forgiveness is a gift I give myself, whether it appears to start with offering it to a brother or seems to be myself I am forgiving. Because my brother and I are one, I cannot help but receive what I give. If I don't receive it, I haven't really given it. If I don't feel peace and freedom when I offer forgiveness, then I am not really offering forgiveness. Somehow I am still holding on to my attachment to separation. If that is the case, I simply need to ask for help again to reach the point of true release. Help is always available to me because it's in my mind. Today, I ask the Holy Spirit to help me lay down barriers to love's extension so that I may more deeply experience the blessing of extending love to all. I love that. I love how they just put things so succinctly into perspective. And so that it helps me a lot to read the insights every day. And I
I
encourage it.
love the insights. I've actually gotten them on a playlist now on YouTube, and I've been listening to them alongside of what we're doing here. And I
Mhm.
love the insights. And I love Carol Howe too. Carol Howe has
Yes.
a series, and she talks more about the science of the Course in Miracles, which I really
Mhm.
like all the different perspectives. I really
Yes.
enjoy all the different ways that people. And so this lesson is such a perfect segue into what Teri just read, our next lesson tomorrow. And I'm excited because this is going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. Tonight is wonderful too. I get to go teach my yoga class, and I'm just so grateful for everything. And, you know, it's all about just what Teri said. It's all about just trusting in that knowingness, and just coming back to the truth, and not being, fooled by the illusions, because the illusions, they seem so real sometimes, but they're not real. And this lesson is one of the most powerful reminders of that. There is no love but God's. Perhaps you think that different kinds of love are possible. Perhaps you think there is a kind of love for this, a kind for that, a way of loving one, another way of loving still another. Love is one. It has no separate parts and no degrees, no kinds nor levels, no divergencies and no distinctions. It is like itself, unchanged throughout. It never alters with a person or a circumstance. It is the heart of God and also his Son. Love's meaning is obscure to anyone who thinks that love can change. He does not see that changing love must be impossible, and thus he thinks that he can love at times and hate at other times. He also thinks that love can be bestowed on one and yet remain itself, although it is withheld from others. To believe these things of love is not to understand it. If it could make such distinctions, it would have to judge between the righteous and the sinner and perceive the Son of God in separate parts. Love cannot judge. As it is one itself, it looks on all as one. Its meaning lies in oneness, and it must elude the mind that thinks of it as partial or in part. There is no love but God's, and all of love is his. There is no other principle that rules where love is not. Love is a law without an opposite. Its wholeness is the power holding everything as one, the link between the Father and the Son, which holds them both forever as the same. No course whose purpose is to teach you to remember what you really are could fail to emphasize that there can never be a difference in what you really are and what love is. Love's meaning is your own and shared by God Himself. For what you are is what He is. There is no love but His, and what He is everything there is. There is no limit placed upon Himself, and so you are unlimited as well. No law the world obeys can help you grasp love's meaning. What the world believes was made to hide love's meaning. and to keep it dark and secret. There is not one principle the world upholds, but violates the truth of what love is and what you are as well. Seek not within the world to find yourself. Love is not found in darkness and in death, yet it is perfectly apparent to the eyes that see and ears that hear love's voice. Today, we practice making free your mind of all the laws you think you must obey, of all the limits under which you live, and all the changes that you think are part of human's destiny. Today, we take the great, large, single step this course requests in your advance towards the established goal. If you achieve the faintest glimmering of what love means today, you have advanced in distance without measure and in time beyond the count of years to your release. Let us together then be glad to give some time to love today and understand there is no better use for time than this. For 15 minutes, twice today, escape from every law in which you now believe. Open your mind and rest. The world that seems to hold you prisoner can be escaped by anyone who does not hold it dear. Withdraw all value you have placed upon the meager offerings and senseless gifts, and let the gift of God replace them all. Call to your Father, certain that his voice will answer. He himself has promised this and will place a spark of truth within your mind whenever you give up a false belief, a dark illusion of your own reality and what you think love means. He will shine through your idle thoughts today and help you understand the truth of love in loving gentleness will abide with you as you allow this voice to teach love's meaning to you. Clean and open your mind. This will bless the lesson of his love. Today, the legion of future years of waiting for salvation disappears before the timelessness of what you learn. Let us give today thanks that we are spared a future like the past. Today, we leave the past behind us, never more to be remembered, and we raise our eyes upon a different present where a future dawns unlike the past in every attribute. The world in infancy is newly born, and we will watch it grow in health and strength to shed its blessings upon all who come to learn to cast aside the world they thought was made to hate, to be love's enemy. Now are they all made free along with us. Now are they all creation in God's love?
That is so beautiful. There is no love
Yeah.
but God's.
Yeah, and just that knowing that absolute oneness is what we're all searching for, you know? And we think that we're gonna find it in one person, but it doesn't happen like that. And it's all just smoke and mirrors. It's all just keeping us in distraction, you know? It just keeps us in the distractions to keep us away from our true self, to keep us searching outside of ourselves for something that's just not gonna be helpful. Thank you for this.
You, Karen. We have a jumping bean tonight. Our Auntie Jean.
He keeps throwing me off.
I keep pulling you back in.
And Woodfever came in.
And
So
Gracie's here.
And Miss Gracie's here.
Amen. So we're going to go to our chanting part. And Karen, I don't know if we'll be able to have you for the whole time because I know it is your yoga night. But If you need to
I'll
leave.
just play it by ear.
Yeah, if you need
I'll
to
wave
leave.
I'll wave if it's getting too late.
Okay. All right. So we're going to start. Our first chant is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. So Karen, would you guide us into that?
Yes. So this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in a short meditation on freedom, and then we'll go into our second chant. So we declare that all obstacles be removed. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all barriers, conflicts, and violence be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all barriers, conflicts, and violence, and illusions and illness be removed. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gan
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gan
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gan
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha. Om Gan
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gan
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gan Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Om
Let's take a breath into our heart center as we connect in with that space inside of us. We know without a doubt that we are a spark of the divine, and as such, we recognize the things that are trying to block action. We recognize them as illusions. They're not real. So all those barriers and those objects, they're just made up in our mind. And once we decide to let them go, it frees us and it frees our energy to rise up, up, up to a higher plane. And that's where we are next chant. Anytime that we raise our vibration, we're up where the miracles float right to us. So let's call in the miracles with Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Karen, would you talk about that, please?
Okay, this is where we are going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number, and beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in the next part of our session. So we declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all are happy, healthy, and innocent. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all live in peace and harmony and are open and ready to receive miracles. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
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 Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo,
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho Renge
Kyo,
Kyo, Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo, Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo, Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo, Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Kyo, Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo,
Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo,
Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo,
Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Kyo,
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo,
Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Myoho Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge Kyo,
Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Let's go back into now just for a moment. Every night we chant Om 3 times because Om is the cosmic sound of God, and we want to give all honor and glory to our Creator that we are a part of. We are a spark of that divine. So let's ring out those Om loud and clear and really feel the connection in your heart as you do so. And then stay in your heart for just cherishing that love that you have for the world, for yourself. We'll give it away. So take just a moment, breathe in deeply, and let's begin the chanting of Om. Feel that love, feel the connection. As you hold that beautiful energy of love inside of you, just cherish it. Know that the only thing that's real is love. So we're in touch with that in your heart. You hold it and love it. Just send it out into the world with your out breath. Breathe in love and breathe out love. And it's our desire as a beautiful group, a beautiful family, that the love we're sending forth into the world will create a ripple of love among every being, humans, animals, plants, all of nature, all of God's creation. We have peace prevail on our earth. And let's all say Om Shanti together. Om Shanti,
Shanti.
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 Oh, peace, peace, peace.
Peace.
Peace. And our miracle Marlene joined us. Hello, darling. Thank you so much for being here. So every night we make a declaration that there is peace on earth and that peace begins inside of us. And Chris, like you're ready to lead us in that tonight.
I am, I definitely on the read the threaded peace on earth and be kind to your pet trees and be nice to your dogs and your kitty with cats and with stuff. And 1, 2, 3.
We
We
declare
declare
That
That
there
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 is
is
that
is
peace
peace
on
in
on
peace
earth,
earth,
earth.
and we
and we declare
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 that
that peace
peace begins
begins
inside
inside
of
of
us.
us.
inside. So it is.
And
and
so it
so it
is.
is.
Thank you.
There and ever. Amen.
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 And we've been doing this for 1,072 days now,
Ooh,
as a group known as the
The
Peace for
peaceful
for
peace.
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 Usually, this is my part, but I want to tell you a little bit of how we got to be peace. Months ago, Teri had somebody like an angel whisper in her ear, and she saw a vision of all of us together in a pea pod, that we were a family of peas in a pea pod. And that's how we all became peas. So Terry's a pea, and Karen's a pea, Marlene's a pea, And Chris and Sunny are P's, and Gracie's a P, and Charlie's a P, and I'm a P. And the interesting thing about pea pods is a pea vine grows and grows and puts out more pods, and the vine that connects them together is the vine of love. And so all these peas that are growing and growing, we're asking you, wouldn't you like to be,
Be a P2.
and we can fill the earth with peace. So please be a P2. And we can start by being kind.
Yep.
Love you all.
Oh, thank you, Jean. That was so beautiful. And yes, that vision was so clear and makes such perfect sense that we're all so like minded, but also that we're all fed by one source, our Creator.
And Gracie, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you. And as always, when the full moon shines on the hills and the hills are alive with the
With
sound
of chanting
and the sprinkling of peace and the smiles on faces
faces
because peace is coming around the mountain when we chant.
When we chant.
peace
Peace
is
is coming
coming around the corner when we
when we
chant.
chant.
When we chant.
Peace
Peace
is
is coming
coming
around
around the
the corner.
corners. Smiles
Smile
on
Smile
on
people's
people's
faces.
faces.
Peace is
Coming
coming around
around the
the
corner
Corner
corner when
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 we
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 chant.
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 And be kind.
And
Be
be kind.
kind.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. Thank you, Gracie, Jean, Charlie, Chris, and Karen, and Marlene. Love you all so very much. Come back tomorrow. We'll do it all over again. And we leave you with
Namaste
Namaste.
to
stay
all.
on. Have a
Good
wonderful night,
night.
everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Good
Bye.
night.